In today's classroom, finding the right balance between digital tools and traditional offline learning is key. You can see how technology is integrated into the students' work here. Some use tablets and laptops to research, write, or create, while others engage with books and handwritten notes. This mix helps keep students engaged and supports different learning styles. It's important to guide students on how to use screen time effectively without losing the benefits of offline activities like reading, discussions, and hands-on tasks. Managing this balance well can improve focus, deepen understanding, and promote digital well-being, which is especially relevant for us working in secondary education. When students spend too much time in front of screens, their working memory can get overwhelmed, which makes it harder for them to really understand and remember what they're learning. Their attention span also takes a hit, especially for teenagers, who find it tough to maintain focus during long periods of screen use. The constant digital stimulation leads to what we call digital saturation, where the brain struggles to dig deeper into the material because it's always being pulled in different directions. All of this means that without careful balance, technology can actually reduce the quality of learning instead of enhancing it, so it's important to manage screen time thoughtfully in the classroom to support real, meaningful engagement with the content. Digital platforms use algorithms and game-like designs that encourage repetitive use, which can make it harder for students to maintain focus and find motivation from within. Notifications constantly draw attention back through dopamine-driven reward loops, creating a cycle where students feel compelled to check their devices frequently. This continuous interaction doesn't allow the brain enough time to rest and recover, leading to mental fatigue. Additionally, the habit of passive scrolling through content replaces moments of active thinking or reflection, which are essential for deeper learning. Finally, sitting for long periods while using these devices adds to cognitive tiredness, making it even more difficult for students to stay engaged and attentive over time. When students just passively consume information without actively engaging, their brains don't process it deeply, which makes it harder for them to remember later. On top of that, the common habit of multitasking during digital lessons splits their attention, making it tough to encode new information properly. Another big factor is sleep disruption caused by blue light exposure and using devices late at night, which negatively impacts the quality of sleep and, as a result, their cognitive function the next day. All these factors combine to reduce students' ability to focus deeply, which they need for critical thinking and complex reasoning, skills that are essential for learning at a higher level. This image of a tired student working late on a laptop reflects how these issues can affect them personally, and it's a reminder of why managing screen time thoughtfully is so important. To make the most of screen time in your classes, it helps to structure digital activities around clear learning goals, so students understand exactly what they're working toward. It's also important to balance these with offline tasks like reading, writing, or hands-on projects to keep their learning varied and avoid fatigue. Short movement breaks can be really effective too. Just a minute or two of stretching or simple activity can help students regain focus and reduce mental tiredness. Finally, encourage active learning by getting students to discuss ideas, reflect on what they've learned, and work together to solve problems. This keeps them engaged and helps deepen their understanding beyond just passively watching or clicking through content. Technology should always enhance learning, not take over the classroom. It's important to be intentional by making sure every time students use screens, it's because there's a clear learning goal behind it. At the same time, balance is key. Digital learning and offline activities should support each other, not compete. Mixing both helps maintain focus and improves understanding. Finally, it's useful to step back regularly and reflect on how these digital tools are affecting students' well-being. If a certain app or method isn't helping or is causing stress, it's worth reconsidering. This approach aligns with guidance from several leading organizations focused on education and health, reminding us that student well-being must always come first.